Blake's mom, Rebecca. Hi.
Oh, hi. We loved having Sawyer as an intern with us last summer. So I'm Farmer Elena, and yeah, I hope you can hear me. We changed to be in the greenhouse because it's kind of snowing and it's incredibly windy outside. So we're going to do a little tour of this greenhouse, which is so amazing that we have here on the farm. Yeah, and I'm here with Melissa as the camera person, who is our TerraCore member here at Grow Food Northampton.
Hi.
And so we're here to talk to you because it's Earth Day today, and we hope to be able to be live at the farm every Wednesday around this time and get to show you different things at the farm. I know I wanted to show you the killdeer bird and her nests, and I think she's going to still be there next Wednesday, so no worries about that.
That is the wind that you're hearing.
Yes.
Blowing the plastic.
You want to do a little pan of the
We did check on the killdeer this morning, and she is on duty caring for her eggs.
So we are here in this greenhouse, and I want to show you these seedling trays that we started for the Giving Garden. There's not much you can see yet, but we planted these trays. We have parsley. Well, they're just germinating under the soil right now, and hopefully we're going to see signs of life in the next few days. And we have cilantro, and we have spinach, and we have dill, and they're all germinating under the soil of those trays. Yeah, so let's go over here to the rosemary. Well, it's not even 12:30 yet. Maybe we should, we'll just take a little break. And maybe if anyone could write a comment about if they've started any seeds at home and what their favorite thing that they started, and we can maybe, if you can read me if anybody answers.
Nothing yet.
Okay. Well, now's a really good time to start seeds at home, and you can start them on your windowsill or really anywhere that they could get enough light, and then you can plant them outside maybe when it's done snowing, but we don't really know when that will be.
You planted something yesterday in the Giving Garden.
I did. I planted oats and peas in the Giving Garden yesterday, and they're going to be a really nice cover crop, and they're going to protect the soil and keep it from eroding, and also contribute to all the beneficial organic matter. So we don't actually eat the oats and peas, but they just protect the soil. So, and they don't mind the frost, so we could do that.
Yeah, I was worried because we had a frost last night in Greenfield, and you said they were into it.
Yeah, and also we planted carrots in the Giving Garden already. Those are all planted, and so are the oats and peas. And next week we're going to plant the lettuce and the cabbage and the kale. So next week for our farm tour, you're going to get to see lettuce and cabbage and kale at the farm.
I think someone just sent us some love, but I don't know where it came from.
Okay, cool. That's good. So if you're just tuning in now, it's 12:30, I think. So here we are. We're in a greenhouse at Grow Food Northampton. It's a pretty nice one. It's not heated though, and we might hear a lot of flapping of the wind. So we're gonna have to work with that. But this was our alternative to the fact that it's really blustery and snowy out there right now. So it's bare because you know what's going to be planted in this greenhouse? We're going to plant, well, not us, but Sawmill Herb Farm, who leases land from us, is going to plant ginger and turmeric in here, and they're going to really like this greenhouse environment. And Susan at Sawmill Herb Farm is growing all of her little herb starts in the other greenhouse next door where she's working right now. And you can order those herb starts already and pre-order them online from Sawmill Herb Farm if you want to.
Oh, can I interrupt for a second?
Yes.
Peg McCabe is here, and
Hi, Peg.
Maureen sent us the love.
Hi, Maureen. Yes, thanks everyone for tuning in on this Earth Day. Yeah, it's not usually snowing in Northampton on Earth Day, but today it's definitely snowing, even if it's not sticking. And also, I like to think that every day is Earth Day if I'm taking care of the land and doing the work that I do outside, especially growing food. I think it's really important to just think about, yeah, I don't really differentiate between the days, but,
And Maureen and Peg say thank you for all that you're doing.
You're welcome, and thank you, because it's really, yeah, we can't do our community organization at Grow Food Northampton without everyone supporting us and being a part of it too. So, yeah, maybe we could pan to those seedling trays again, where you can't see anything quite yet, but we know that they're germinating under the soil because we just did it a few days ago, and we got cilantro and parsley and dill here, and spinach, and they will all begin to grow soon. Yeah, maybe we can check out the rosemary.
Let's do it.
Let's check out the rosemary, because what's really special about this greenhouse is that we have this row of rosemary here that Sawmill Herb Farm uses and sells for cooking and for medicine. Smells amazing. It's really pungent, a great culinary herb. I'm gonna wait for the wind. And it's a perennial here, which means that it grows back every year. And yeah, it's good in many different kinds of foods. You can even put it in sweet foods. Yesterday I made a cake, and it was we're gonna wait.
It's so windy here.
It's so windy here. It's okay.
That's why we're not outside.
That's why we're not outside, and we can just take an opportunity to breathe and, you know, get grounded. You know, because the virtual world meets the real world is sort of this hard balance that we're all trying to work out right now. So we want to be present online and also present here in this greenhouse.
And your sister's here.
Hello, sister. Hi, Adira. So here we are in this greenhouse, and I was saying that I made a cake yesterday, which turned out very well, and it was a corn and hazelnut bread cake with rosemary honey. So actually, rosemary can work in with sweet foods and with savory foods. And the rosemary was infused into the honey, which is quite simple actually if you let the honey cook and heat up with the herbs inside. So I love rosemary. It can grow year after year here in this greenhouse. You can see that some of it died back, but a lot of the new growth is happening. So yeah, so you can show the rosemary. Then we can see the other plants. Oh, you can't go.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Your sister wants to know where she can get a shirt like yours.
Oh, yes. They are really nice shirts. Grow Food Kids. We don't have them for sale right now, but maybe I could arrange a special delivery.
And Elisa wants your cake recipe.
Yes.
Sounds delicious.
Actually, the cake recipe comes from Brittany Nickerson, who is a local herbalist, and she is in Amherst, Conway, and she has Time Herbal, and she wrote an amazing cookbook. So the cake recipe comes from Brittany Nickerson's cookbook.
Who I'm taking an herbal class with right now.
Great. The world is small. The next plant that's living in this greenhouse right now is comfrey, and this is a really special plant that when it's outside, the bees love eating nectar from the flowers. The bees surround the comfrey. and it's has a really deep root, and it takes up all the nutrients from deep into the soil and brings it up to the surface. And also, oh yeah, so something we do with kids at the farm, which you might remember if you came here on a field trip, is that we make comfrey badges because they stick to your clothing pretty easily. So we can, so yeah, you can pretend that you can all get a comfrey badge right now.
You get a virtual badge.
You get a virtual comfrey badge. And then the other herb that most people think of as a weed, but at Sawmill Herb Farm, you know, a weed is just a plant that's in the wrong place that you don't necessarily want it, but if it's in the right place, it's exactly what you want. And this is chickweed, and it's a really cool spring herb that's really good for, you can even eat it raw in salads, and also cook it. That's the greenhouse talking. Anyone have any special spring herbs that they've found, or maybe that they've seen come up? I don't know. I went and harvested my first nettles, which is another spring herb that you can cook and forage.
Oh, and I harvested dandelion root for the first time.
Yeah, dandelions are really good right now in the spring when all the energy is going into the roots. And just starting to come up into the leaves and into the flowers.
Wyatt, if you're asking about the flavor for dandelion, the leaves are very bitter.
Oh yes, hi Wyatt. Yes, yes, dandelion leaves are great. They're really bitter, but also you can mix them with you can cook them up, cut them up, cook them up, and mix them with, you know, maybe sliced apple and onion. That's a good combo. That I have tried.
Oh, and Elisa wanted to know if you could talk about the connection between lavender and rosemary.
Oh, yeah. Maybe because they look kind of similar. The lavender, I don't really know the connection between, I mean, they're both very aromatic plants. I bet that they both have antimicrobial qualities to them. And they do look sort of similar, but they have a lot of differences. So, so as far as being really pungent and aromatic, I don't know other similarities. Let's go check out those seeds that we have. If you're just tuning in, we're in this like barren looking greenhouse because it's pretty windy and blustery out there, and you can hear the sounds of the greenhouse flapping as we talk. And also it's pretty barren because the greenhouse isn't planted yet, and it's going to be planted with ginger and turmeric for Sawmill Herb Farm, which is one of the farmers that leases land from us at Grow Food Northampton. And we'll open the door at the end and you'll get to see where we are in the community garden. But for now, we decided that we wanted to seek shelter in this greenhouse because it was going to be nicer to be in. So I wanted to show that we have, this is my box of seeds for the season. It doesn't look quite like a lot of seeds, but it is a ton of seeds. And I have a lot of different kinds of seeds. Oh, yeah.
The door just flew open.
The door blew open. It's a blustery day. Maybe I'll go closer. So the last thing I wanted to show are these seeds. We have, well, actually, we could play a little guessing game. Maybe Melissa can see those seeds. And anyone want to comment what they think those seeds might be? Any of them? Do you have any guesses?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Rebecca's here.
Hi, Rebecca. So anybody joining in, we are looking at these seeds and seeing if we can guess what they are. And if we don't know what they are, I can also say what they are. So you can go.
Coriander, cilantro.
Okay, yes, that is true. So, so these ones are cilantro,
mustard,
coriander,
beets.
yeah, beets. These ones are beets. And this one is dill. So, yeah, that's a good.
Yes, Rebecca. The bottom is dill.
The bottom one is dill. Great job, everybody.
No tomato.
No, I don't have tomatoes because they're already in little trays being transplanted. So, yeah, thanks for playing the seed game. Maybe we could do that again sometime. But I also have other seeds. I have radishes and carrots and squash, winter squash, but that's all going to happen later. Yeah, I'm going to wait. So bearing with the wind and the sounds.
They say they can still hear you over the wind.
That's great. Great, glad you can hear me. The tray, we started with these trays. They are just the seeds germinating underneath the soil. They haven't sprouted yet, and it's a really special time when things aren't totally sprouting yet and aren't totally open, but just waiting and biding their time for the right moment for them to come out. And so we get to wait with them and water them and take care of them and be patient for when they're ready to come out and grow. So that's why this time is so special and unique, and I really like the early spring. Well, I don't know what kind of, it's spring. I mean, it's the kind of spring where it's really warm and then it's snowing and then it's warm again. So all the plants are just waiting for the right time to come out. And so I'm gonna water these seedlings after and work on some other projects at the Given Garden. And I hope that next week the weather might be a little bit better and the wind might be a little bit softer so that we could do this tour out in the Given Garden and we can check on the killdeer and her eggs, and we can check on some tools that we've been working on, and all the lettuce and the cabbage and the kale that we're going to put in the ground soon. So so thanks for watching us on our first Facebook Live tour at Grow Food Northampton in this greenhouse at the community garden. I'm going to open the door so that we can see what's up out there. So here's the community garden and all the plots, and people have all different plots and they get to grow whatever they want in their plots that can feed themselves and their families and their friends. And there's our shed, and there's our tractor, and and I think there might even be some plots left at the community garden if people want to have a plot. And also Sawmill Herb Farm is definitely growing herb starts that you can pre-order online and grow some of your own herbs at home or at a community garden. So thanks for watching.
Peg says thanks for the live broadcast.
Yes, thank you everybody. See you soon, and hopefully in person soon too. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.